Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Wilder shooting down the idea of being named the WBC franchise champion. And I told you this like I think a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. And when Canelo Alvarez accepted that title, because it's not a belt, because you can't whoever if you got that label or accepted that title, you can't take the title that title away from the person who's named the franchise champion, but you could take some away from them, right? Which is not fair, right? But I told y'all this a long time ago. The Deontay Wilder wouldn't accept that because he worked hard for that, and he had the WBC belt in his possession almost for 5 years, probably longer than that if I'm not mistaken, right? You know what I'm saying? So, why work hard and get a belt and then give it away to somebody who haven't faced you or challenged you, whatever? You know what I'm saying? And you accept. It's just like a way out. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's somewhat of being a diva too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And this is making. I think right now, and it's gonna. I think I got a funny feeling that if you offer Gary Russell that title, because he been had the WBC belt for a while too, I think he'll turn it down too. You know what I'm saying? I think these dudes are really like, they got the old school mentality. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to be perceived as ducking somebody because of a belt. Or because the next opponent is up to fight them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to have that because this is it's going to come with the territory, especially with Canelo and Vasyl Lomachenko did. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna call it ducking, and some people who like them fighters like Canelo Alvarez and Lomachenko are gonna say, well, I'm not gonna consider ducking yet, or they ain't gonna consider them not scared of them. But that's what other people gonna receive it as. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to put that in their minds. You don't want to think that you're ducking people at the same time. It's gonna be always somebody come in new, but as long as you fight the fighter that you're supposed to be fighting in your weight division, and not, because this title was not. It was not forced on them. They accepted it, especially when it came to Vasyl Lomachenko. Like Vasyl Lomachenko, he didn't do enough to get that to get even mentioned to be the franchise champion. He just got the belt. He just got that belt and didn't even defend it. At least Canelo Alvarez, he do have a nice resume. You know what I'm saying? He do have a nice resume, and he is the, you know what I'm saying, cash cow, and he has fight Hall of Famers. He has it on his resume. Like Lomachenko don't have Hall of Famers on his resume. He don't have enough fights on his resume. That makes Canelo Alvarez accepting that and make it look a little bit bad too at the same time, because you be thinking like, wait a minute, hold up. I know I'm in a different boat than everybody else, which he is, Canelo Alvarez, and he accepted that, and he thought, well, I don't know what he thought, but the thing about it is, I would say that if I was Canelo Alvarez, I'd probably give the title. I would give that. I wouldn't know. I would want to accept that title now. Don't give me that title, because you give it to Vasyl Lomachenko. He didn't deserve that. That's gonna make your stuff look kind of suspect at the same time, because this dude, he don't got, like I say, he don't got the resume. He don't have enough fights on his resume. You know what I'm saying? He don't have Hall of Famers on his resume, like I said. You know what I'm saying? He haven't beat the competition, that the top tier elite fighters on his resume. You know what I'm saying? To even be accepted that title. You know what I'm saying? I can understand for Canelo Alvarez to a certain point, but it's gonna make you look bad too when you accepted it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's just that you got mandatories and you didn't step up to challenge your belt for the mandatories. You know what I'm saying? So people gonna think this way, and other people gonna think the other way about it. You know what I'm saying? They got the right to think about it. Think about it if you ducking them or not ducking them. You know what I'm saying? So, but like Wilder, I told y'all, Wilder, he stands on what he says, and to get that, and you know what's kind of funny? If he accepted that tag, that title, he would get killed for that. He'd get prosecuted for that. They put him under the jail, man, for accepting that franchise title. You know what I'm saying? Because you know one thing, Dillian White is not. He ain't nobody. He gonna sleep him. Trust me. I think when Wilder do face Deontay Wilder do face Dillian White, he's gonna sleep him. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury almost got slept. You know what I'm saying? They could have called a second time when he knocked down Tyson Fury down. Could have been a knockout. But it was because of Tyson Fury's name and stuff like that. And he was the former champion. They gave him a little cushion. You know what I'm saying? And which I thought Tyson Fury won that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he got back up. He got back up, right? But at the same time, man, you know, I think other people gonna follow Wilder's not accepting the title, because it was the franchise title was they did it. The WBC sanctioned bodies did it because of, you know what I'm saying, because of Canelo Alvarez. It's not because of everybody else. Now they're trying to give it out, trying to say that we did this on purpose instead of on an accident. You know what I'm saying? I think it was on accident because I think that Canelo Alvarez was telling them that I didn't want to fight the other two fighters, whatever, or Jamel Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, which he said that he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade because he ain't nobody. But you know, it's kind of funny. Rocky Philly wasn't nobody either, and he fought him. You know what I'm saying? And he said something about he said something about Demetrius Andrade was a boring fighter. You know what I'm saying? The crowd would get. His fans don't like boring fights, but by what I noticed that the Sugar Crocodile was kind of boring fight. You know what I'm saying? So you know, even Daniel Jacobs was a boring fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's funny how people say things and they're doing the same thing as in. I mean, I know that it's not really up to Canelo Alvarez because he was really pushing the fight, but when somebody has got their own style of fighting, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what the fans think or not. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna see you regardless anyway, if they love you or not. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, man, I'm not surprised about what Wilder said. He's not gonna. He shot down them even offering him the franchise title, and I think other people's gonna follow Deontay Wilder. And that's just the way. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? I know he talk a lot of stuff, but some of the stuff he do believe. Some of the stuff he just marking himself. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, man, what y'all think about Deontay Wilder shooting down if they offer him the WBC franchise champ title and he's not going to accept it? You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'm okay with the WBC belt." You know what I'm saying? Which a hardcore boxing fans would like instead of casual boxing fans. They don't know no better, right? But at the same time, what y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above Below the Belt. All right, bye.